You find me offensive, I find you offensive for finding me offensive.
Highly offensive. We here. We in the building. The dirty duo is back. Dirty duo. Yeah. You know what I mean? Try to come up with some
nifty names.
Yeah, I mean, something's gonna stick. But we hope you know, you had a good week. You know what I'm saying? Had a good weekend. Hope y'all had some drinks on y'all. Hope y'all laid up with y'all boo. You know what I'm saying? Get some. You know what I mean? Nah, you gotta let people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be thankful for people. You know what I mean? And be like, yo, I'm happy for you. Hope you. You know what I mean?
You good?
What you mean? Anyways, but yeah, how about you? You do anything interesting this weekend?
You know what I did.
No, nigga. I'm trying to make it. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right.
Start the show.
First topic of the day. Plane drops thousands of kilograms of carrots and potatoes for starving animals. So those who don't know, Australia is on fire. And so they've lost over a billion animals have already died from the start of the actual disaster. So there's a program called Operation Rock Wallaby, which was commissioned by the New South Wales government, and the purpose of it is to maintain the brush-tailed wallabies, because they're already considered a almost ready to go species.
Endangered species. Almost ready to go. They sound like
well,
they're not
order. Quite
almost ready to go. Just give a couple more minutes.
No, I mean they're not in danger, but they're an at risk. You know what I mean? So,
they're almost extinct.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was their mission, but I mean it's feeding a lot more animals. But from when the article was posted, which was I think January 12th. Yeah. They already had fed I don't know how many of thousands of animals. They dropped I think over 2,000 kilograms of food.
Damn, that's what's up. Cause I mean, they definitely gonna need it, but I just feel bad for all the animals out there that are just trying to survive that fire, because I can't imagine, you know what I mean, just trying to it's already dangerous enough. You got your whole house, and just imagine your whole house is on fire. You trying to escape, and you know. It's just never ending.
Well, really,
fire.
Nowhere to go. You have nowhere where you can just rest and eat and sleep, because you're always in danger. So it's kind of scary, you know what I mean, for them. So it's good that they're getting help, though.
I mean, is that it's good that people care. You know what I mean, enough to set up shit like this, whether it's Lizzo with the you know, where she was helping feed the workers out there, or people dropping food out the skies on planes. You know what I'm saying? It's just dope that people give a fuck. You know what I mean? Even though we still live in a world where it's still fucking crazy, it's still dark, it's still all this shit, but people still give a fuck. You know what I mean? About some shit enough to do shit like this, even if it's not their country, not their animals, not whatever. Just
I mean, so some people are have caught shit for that, but others are praised. But everybody, that's really great. That's whoever pitches in for that stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so the opposite of feeding good food to people, the Texas officer who fed the homeless man the
shit sandwich.
The shit sandwich. He just won his appeal to and basically wanted his job back because they basically said that because he wasn't punished within 180 days, it wasn't really a fair punishment for him to lose his job.
See, like, and that's like the bullshit when they go, oh well, we just gonna find a loophole. We know he was a piece of shit cop. We know he was out here feeding homeless people shit sandwiches, but since you know what I mean, like we didn't fire him right away. Well, we gotta give him his job back. It's only right. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck if he didn't get fired within 100 a year. I don't care if we found out 2 years later. Fuck that cop. He should not be a cop. If he's out here and just feeding the homeless shit sandwiches, like, you know how fucked up it is, like, for somebody to be, like, somebody's already homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, they already, like, eating scraps for food and fucking, and God knows what, like, and then all of a sudden this motherfucking cop comes up. Somebody that's supposed to be in power, that's supposed to be helping somebody in that position, somebody homeless who needs and shit. Like, you know, you see those viral videos all the time, motherfuckers just going up to homeless people, oh, here's a pizza, here's $40, yo, here's some sneakers, here's a fucking t-shirt. And regular people doing that, and a fucking cop comes up and says, here's a shit sandwich. And then the city goes, oh, well, we didn't fire him quick enough, so he got to get his job back. It's only fair. Yo, suck my dick. Whatever police station that is, y'all can suck my dick. Like, that's on everything. Because ain't that's so gross and so fucking wrong and a complete misuse of your authority. Not just that, but it's so fucking depraved morally as a human being. Like, for you to, like, prey on a homeless person like that, somebody who probably starving, don't know when they gonna get their next meal, don't know where they gonna sleep at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just gonna serve them a shit sandwich like that? Like, you can suck my dick. But yeah, right. My bad. How you feel about it, my nigga? Like, you know what I mean?
It's crazy that he got his job back. He definitely shouldn't make his job back, and it's crazy they found a loophole and that they're gonna honor the loophole even though he doesn't deserve to have his job. I don't know. He might. I mean, I don't know. That's crazy.
I mean, it's messed up. Like, it's like when you know, you have like all the evidence, and then they say, oh no, but no, you know what I mean? Like, it just never ends. Like, the excuses that they will find to give dirty cops their jobs back. Like, so it's just.
It's like
it's
if somebody.
exhausting.
It's like if somebody killed like, 10 people and they got let go because they weren't read their Miranda rights.
Yeah.
Like, something that's crazy. A crazy loophole.
Like, I don't know. And I feel like it's on the Justice Department, the people in power, to, like, not allow that stuff like that to happen. To be like, look, you're the police. You're you know, you're supposed to have a trust with the community that you serve, and we need to enforce that and build on that trust. We can't be having people out here serving the homeless shitty sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like, on some, just, that's not even like really like stepping up to the plate and like really like cracking down. That's just like just doing like the morally decent thing to do. Like, so, like I said, man, like, I know it's wild to be saying, you know, these cops can suck my dick, but on some real shit, yo, they can suck my dick, cause like that's so inhuman, and I can never support anybody that like even has that kind of like mindset where they feel like they could do that to homeless people, like. But you know what I mean? Like, that's how compassionless the police are. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get those people, the people in those viral videos that be serving the homeless the food. We need to make them the cops, and fucking have them like deal with people like, and fucking, in just a compassionate way, you know, like, cause these motherfuckers are heartless.
How could you be so heartless?
Alright, Kanye.
But no, yeah. Speaking of heartless, you see how people are heartless when it comes to Cardi B trying to be part of the Congress, or a congresswoman.
Mm.
So she was trying to go for what? She had mentioned what was it, a week ago that she
Yeah.
wanted to be part of the or go for something political, or was interested in something political. Yeah, and they're killing her for it.
Hell yeah. And it's fucked up, man, because it's like
They're saying she's too dumb. Too, you know what I mean?
like, and I didn't think about this until I saw like a white guy share this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it kind of like struck a nerve for me, right? So these motherfuckers are like, yo, you know, Cardi B, she's too stupid, you know, too hood to be in Congress, too, you know, she's a rapper, she don't know shit. Motherfucker, we have a reality TV president. Like, we have a motherfucker that, oh, well, he was a good businessman. He filed for bankruptcy like 10 times. Like, if that guy can be president, Cardi B can you know what I'm saying, be a congresswoman. Like we got AOC, we got so many people that are just from different walks of life, different mindsets, different shit, bringing new shit to the table. You know what I'm saying? So like, what would be the harm if, and on top of that, like out of all the rappers that like are out right now, how many of them do you see them trying to be like active, like engaged in like politics, or like even take a stance on anything? You know what I'm saying? Most rappers wouldn't even like ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky, when they asked him about Black Lives Matter, and he was like, "Oh, that ain't got shit to do with me. Like, I'm a rich nigga. I'm on my fly shit. Like, hey, like we on some, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like people that actually give a fuck about like the hood, and they trying to like get into some shit, like just so that they can like give back to the community, even though that they may not be the most articulate person, or the most, you know what I'm saying, like the most esteemed person, because you know what I mean, like she was a stripper or whatever the fuck. But I don't give a fuck. Like, if she's trying to make it the world a better place, and she has like, you know, good policies that she's trying to like put out and shit, like how about we listen to what she tries to say 1st? You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers ain't even trying to listen. Like, that's the problem. Like, motherfuckers look at a fucking a title, a clickbait, fucking, you know, 10 words, and then react, and then just come out of pocket, and then just say whatever, and it's just like, yo, like, that's fucked up. That's a person, like, she's seeing that shit on social media. Like, it's not like she's like blind to that. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, but they don't think that person cares, which is not true.
no, and it, you know, when you shit on the person that everyone else is shitting on, then you know you're like you're the cool guy. You know what I mean? Like, and motherfuckers like they just clowns.
Trying to be cool.
Yeah, like, bro, like I wasn't even gonna put it in the podcast, but I'm gonna put it in. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause just as a point of reference, but like. You know what I mean? Earlier, I had a tweet that kind of like went off a little. You know what I mean? Because there was this pastor, or not pastor, some dude named like Talbert Swan or some bullshit like that, right? So I be seeing this dude on Twitter every once in a while, and he'd be like one of them, like he's like a black pastor who, like, you know, always have like, you know, these kind of like preachy kind of tweets and shit like that. And you know, some of them do be hitting, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, some of them I fuck with, you know what I mean? Some not so much. So, you know, one came the other day and that I didn't fuck with so much, and it didn't really resonate with me. And it was him, he was shitting on Bernie Sanders because he was saying that Bernie, essentially trying to imply that Bernie Sanders is kind of racist, because every time he talks about black people, he's pretty much saying that they come from the hood, and that he's trying to help black people and this and that. And he's like, why do black people got to be from the hood, and you know, this and that, blah blah blah. And like, I'm just like, yeah, that's like, motherfucker, look at the landscape of like 2020 for the presidential elections. We know who's on the one side. It's Trump. Goddamn, Kamala Harris dropped out. Joe Biden, I mean,
Doesn't nigga see him in the race?
I think he's still in the race, but the thing is that about Joe Biden is that he's been dragged so much already through Twitter that like no one's gonna vote for that guy except maybe like a couple like old fogies. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Oh, what?
some old fogies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's fogies?
you know what I mean? Like some old people.
Oh,
Like
old farts.
pretty much like, but I don't want. Dumb. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to go that far, but yeah, like when you look at the landscape of the 2020 election, right? Like, there's no one that really gives like that much of a fuck to the black agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Bernie Sanders is other than maybe Bernie Sanders, like there's like Mayor Pete. Remember when the guy got killed by the police when he was unarmed and he was confronted by the black people. He was, I'm not sure what's going on, blah blah blah. Like he wasn't really down with the cause. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like you got a motherfucker that may be pandering, right? But at least he's saying like he's trying to bridge that gap and all this other shit. And you're trying to pick apart the small, minute details to attack his character. Like, those small, like 140, 240 characters are enough for you to understand, like, someone's nature and be like, oh, no, he's so-and-so. And it was like, it didn't sit well with me. And I was just like, yo, like, are you really going to try to, like, overlook the white, generational wealth and the black generational wealth, the disparity between the two, just because a couple of niggas made it? And like afterwards, I was like, ugh. I'm talking to a reverend, some pastor dude. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I was kind of hot, hot off the plate. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me go delete this shit. So I was right about to delete it, and right before I could delete it, people just started liking it, just and I just started seeing it. I'm like, should I delete it or should I leave it?
Let me guess, you left it.
I left it. I came back to it like a day later, and it was just like, it had mad like 50 something likes or some shit like that. Mad people retweeting it, and it was just like, no, like that needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? So like, sometimes like, even though like things are delivered bluntly, sometimes it's just got to be done. Like, otherwise, ain't nobody gonna say it.
Heck yeah. Cause everybody gonna wait for the next person to say it.
Waiting for you to segue.
Huh? You waiting for me to segue?
Yeah.
Talking about saying shit, let's talk about people who don't know how to say shit well. Like the worst motivational speaker ever. That shit was crazy. That was nuts. So if you guys watch this video, this guy basically wants to show this lady.
What was the guy's name again? So we can tell the viewers.
Todd Connor.
If you guys get a chance, YouTube John. Was it John Connor?
No, it's Franklin Apollo, aka Todd Connor.
Todd Connor, yeah. So Todd Connor, back in like 1994, he was doing a motivational speech, and essentially, like he was speaking to a crowd about trust and trust issues and whatnot. So he asked this woman, he was like, "Hey, do you trust me?" This woman's a stranger, she don't know him, but she feels cornered, I'm assuming, and she said, "Yeah." "Oh, come on up here. Come on up here. Climb this ladder for me. Do you trust that if you fell back, I'm gonna catch you?" She was like, yeah. All right, fall back. And then she falls back, and then he just straight turns his back to her and walks away, and she just plunk, just drops, and you get like, it was just crazy because it was like some WWE shit, like on some like tables, ladders, and chairs match.
No.
Like
the most hilarious part to me was when The nigga walked away. Sorry, kept talking, right? This chick was laid out on the floor, right? And you could tell the crowd was concerned. So he looked back. He's like, man, she okay. And yo, she did not move a muscle.
She could have been dead.
And then the first guy came out to check on her. And he's like, man, she's okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
And it keeps going. And then another person comes out. It's like, yo. That nigga was in the night.
Somebody called an ambulance.
That was
like,
nuts.
that shit was wild, yo. And it's just like, now he changed his name because of that. And he's, what was it, Apollo Creed? Like, whatever the fuck his new name is. You know what I'm saying? Because of that incident. So if you guys see this dude out there, doing motivational speeches, and if he asks you to trust him, say fuck no. Because he's going to have you climb ladders and, not catch you when you fall. Because he ain't got no motivation. But yeah.
So you wouldn't trust him?
Hell no, I wouldn't trust anybody. I have way too many trust issues as is. Let alone a motherfucker going, yo, climb this ladder for me, and just fall backwards.
Yo, that had that hurt though too because she didn't expect for him not to catch her.
Who like she's a chick, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, of course he's gonna catch me. He's a guy. He's not gonna let some chick just fall off a ladder and just like land just spakunk on the mat like that. Like, nah, she got straight power bombed. Mm-hmm. Like she was.
She was like, how like, when you hit the floor, right? But when you hit the floor and then you bounce back up and hit it again, because it was just you fell that hard. It was just that's
double tap.
Yeah, that was bad, bro.
No, definitely. That dude was a piece of shit, man.
I wonder if he got a gig after that or not. You think so?
Hell no. I'm telling you, he probably got sued. I mean, like literally, he had to change his name because of this incident. So, I mean, that lady probably must have sued him. Fucking. Then on top of that, like he must have gotten blacklisted because whoever paid him to have that event.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Like, I mean, I know back then they probably didn't have no Yelps and shit like that for you to leave reviews, but like, word gets around, word of mouth. Yo, you heard about Todd? This motherfucker letting bitches fall off ladders and shit. Like, can't be having this motherfucker. Yeah, man. I paid him like 10 G's on the front half, just to have to pay $100,000 for some chick's medical bills. Nah, bro, like. So that's how, like, obviously he had to change his name. Like, but you could change your name, but you can't change your face. The internet will fucking find you. And if you change your face, the cops might.
Oh, yeah.
Fingerprints or some shit. But
there's no way you gonna watch that. Remember that documentary we were watching the other day? Was it with you? Oh, no, I don't think it was you, but I think it was with Leslie, but on Netflix they got that documentary of some Canadian serial killer that flew over to like Germany and then LA and then trying to escape because he like killed someone and shit like that. Years later he got caught. I think it was in like France or some shit.
Bro, I just seen some shit. Some dude over in Europe. He's like supposedly the most prolific serial rapist ever to be documented in his history. He raped over like 130 people, like mostly men too.
Damn.
Yeah. And fucking, it was just like, damn. And you look at the dude, I'm like, how did he get away with this? Like the dude don't look like it wasn't like no buff motherfucker that was just like damn, like the nigga you don't want to end up in jail with, like Epstein's roommate. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. Like. You be like, oh, yeah, he might take the booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker look like a motherfucker that is just like, you'd be like, bro, I would snap your neck if you even, like, thought about trying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he took 136 down. Like, that is almost a whole Pokemon. Like, that is almost the first gens. Like, this nigga was trying to catch them all.
That's crazy.
Like, bro, this dude was just like drugging niggas, and then the sad shit is like most of them just don't remember, but like the ones that you know most not that you know they know like it's fucking up their daily lives and you know all this other shit. It's just like I feel for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Like, but 136 bodies, bro. You better get a death penalty, my nigga. Like, they better. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, I couldn't see him get. He probably has like probably get multiple lifetime and then the death penalty. And what state was it in?
I was over in Europe.
Oh, in Europe.
Yeah, like over something like London or some shit like that.
I wonder what they call their areas, like what they call states or not. Probably not, right?
I don't know. Countries and then probably just like town, villages,
huts. It's cavemen out here. Yo, talk about some caveman moves. Savagery out here. Delta airplane drops a load. And not shit. I mean, like, jet fuel on elementary school for kids. Or on their playground. I think it was on the playground.
Yeah, on the playground.
Yeah, and it was an airplane returning. So it was an airplane returning to Los Angeles airport on Tuesday morning, dropped jet fuel. And so they doused several students. Damn, did they really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know they doused them. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Multiple injuries.
Nuts.
They had to send like 70 people to the scene. Like, between
multiple injuries, though.
Yeah. Like,
does that do something to your skin or something?
No, like, I mean, yeah, it's JP5, bro. Like, that shit is like.
I don't know what does to skin, bro.
Well, it's like like gas. Even if you douse yourself in gasoline, like, it's not good for your skin. I mean, let alone like hot gasoline that was ejected out of a plane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you can only imagine what that did to a bunch of kids that were just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Especially like kids that they're so small and fragile. Like, all of a sudden you have some hot ass JP5 landing on you and shit. Like,
that's nuts. What was it? Did they do it on because they were trying to? They had an emergency landing or something like that, wasn't it?
Well, the thing was supposedly when they had mechanical issues and they had to turn back around to LAX. So
did they do it on purpose?
Yeah, no, they did it on purpose to be able to safely land. But I mean, I would hope that you would do it not over a fucking kid's for a school playground. You know what I'm saying? Or even over a highway, over, you know what I'm saying? Like you would do it somewhere smart, like over an ocean, over an empty field. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and even then, is that still?
I mean, I know, but I'm saying like in an emergency situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be like forgiven for something like that. But I'm not forgiving you for dumping some JP5 on some kids that were probably having recess, chilling, having a good time, swinging on their monkey bars, doing little kid shit.
So Billy, how was your day at school? How the fuck you think, man? That's
nice. Got on fire. Shit felt like hell, Mom. Don't touch me. My skin burns.
Could you imagine though if like someone had lit something up at the moment? You know,
like that one shitty adult smoking around a kid or something like that.
Yeah,
like just.
Yo, if you were that person, would you do something or would you walk away? I'd be like, oh.
I ain't got no kids yet. Nah, I'd take my shirt off and start beating them with it. Like, go out.
I don't think it's gonna pull out that
JP5.
Nah,
probably not. Cause I remember when I was in the Navy, they would tell us like how flammable that shit was. So I can only imagine. You know what I mean? Like some hot JP5 fresh out of a plane.
Yo, that's gotta be nuts,
bruh. That's a lawsuit. Delta, like
And
Like,
then it probably hurt too when it hits you.
oh, bro. I mean, just imagine
That.
the gravity.
Yeah.
Like fucking off a fucking plane. Then it's
like
hot
smacked.
on top of that. Like,
well, it was probably hot though, right?
probably not like melting hot because I mean there's been some casualties, but like, I mean hot enough. Like it's gasoline. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a thicker type of meant specifically for planes. I mean to fly and shit like that. So it's just like Delta better be hooking the motherfuckers up with free flights
for life.
Yeah, man. Like them kids, every fucking school trip the motherfuckers got. Just we got you. Like where y'all need to go? Y'all was trying to go to Paris. Let's go.
We got you. And then the plane crashes and the kid dies. That'd be crazy, huh?
Yeah, on some Final Destination shit. Like nah, y'all have to die. The kids got to go.
In the order. To maintain order. So talking about maintaining order.
That's kind of dark.
Yeah, it was pretty dark. so I'm segueing it from the topic. Anyways, so Akon got his own city, basically.
Yeah. Wakonda.
Is that what he named it though?
Akon City. Yeah.
Oh. No, oh, so he named it Akon City?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know he chose the name already.
Yeah.
Of course he would name it Akon City.
It's my city. Who runs this bitch? It's Akon City.
Damn, this is my city.
Yeah, like every time he raps some shit, he's like, I put on for my city. Like, yeah, you right. It's your city.
For real.
You put on the power. You constructed the apartments, all this shit here. Like it's dope because it's supposed to be like 100% cryptocurrency type shit too.
Oh really?
So it's gonna be like really futuristic. As I said, it's like this is gonna be like the Wakonda. Like, and I wasn't saying that to be racist. I was saying that because like they're gonna have solar panels and shit.
I'm about to do
like,
it right.
Yeah, bro. You know what I was thinking?
About to move over there.
I was like, I can see the government just being like, we invading. Like we take we before
y'all got a terrorist. Oh, we didn't get the general. Oh, he's in Akon City.
Y'all need freedom.
Oh, y'all called. Y'all don't like your leader. Don't worry, we're here.
Some parties flying with some drones, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, America, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
the truth, though.
Like, nah, we ain't finna let the motherfuckers have no Wakanda.
It'd be like, imagine like, are y'all need liberated? Nah, nigga, we good. Oh, y'all do? No. We good.
Here's some fucking pop. Oh, fuck. I know we shouldn't be laughing, but because I did.
And then there'd be some movie in the U.S. about how they were so heroic and saving the Akon City that didn't need saving.
From the bad terrorist guy.
From Akon himself. He's the villain. This nigga was a mastermind. Like, all right.
Oh, shit.
But no, that's dope, though, for Akon. So it says here that he has all renewable energy, including solar, 10-year building plan, but they are going to be doing it in stages. Because, damn, that must take a lot of money to fund that shit. How much money does this nigga have? I didn't think he was that, like...
That locked up money must.
Yo, he might be low-key. He might be low-key billionaire, though.
I don't know, man. Like, he has to be pretty close to fucking, like... He has, like, over, like, 9 digits. Because that shit ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like...
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Yeah. On top of that, like, that shit was, like, somebody's place. Like, he had to, like, go go to this town and be like, yo, I'm buying this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
how much you want for it? How many cows?
but at the same time, it was dope that, like, yeah, I mean, he was able to set himself up after rap, you know what I'm saying, or after music to even be able to make that kind of moves, you know what I'm saying? Like, most motherfuckers don't even have that hindsight to.
That would be crazy though if he had like if he started being like that. Like if he did have a futuristic city that everybody wanted to go to and shit.
That's what I'm saying. The government gonna invade, bro, because they not gonna let black people leave. Because I'm telling you, if Akon builds this crazy ass Wakonda, black people gonna be like, "Yo,
how much?"
I'm trying to go. I'm not liking it over here.
But probably for rich people though.
Nah, bro. You think it's Akon? You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna take care of his people. You know what I'm saying? He's already done so much for his people. Whether it was building the water treatment, plants and all that other shit, like the pipelines and all that shit. Like putting power on these places that don't even have electricity and shit. Like, so obviously he cares about his people. So if he would have built this crazy futuristic city and sorry, I'm still like fucking bugging from earlier, but you know what I mean, like if he would have built this crazy futuristic city, black people gonna be like, yo man, I ain't trying to deal with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, we out. I'm tired of getting killed by police.
Yeah, but that's a lot of people that have in one city though.
Oh yeah, but I mean, even then, like by that point, he could build numerous cities. Like, fucking, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, if he's on riding this wave, he might start linking up with people with other people with money that might be like, yo, I want my own city under, you know what I mean, this whole kind of Akon program. Like, so not that I condone a bunch of rich dudes buying cities and shit from people. What, you know what I mean?
Making their own cities though.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
Unless like you're the guy living there.
No, I'm saying, but like if he did right by his people,
yeah. But if other people start doing like people, let's say that not from Africa.
Yeah, but you can choose if you want to be or not be in that city though. Like for example, like if you wanted to be in Akon or say Joe Biden had one or Kendrick Lamar had one or
can you imagine
LeBron James?
Can you imagine Joe Biden's city?
Yeah, that should be crazy.
It would be nothing but like strippers and Newports.
Yeah.
Like, but then he quit cigs too, so never mind. But I could like then like a whole bunch of like outfits and scarves and fedoras and shit. Like, I feel like there'd be like a fedora shop like every other store. But I hope one day, from this podcast we can make enough money where we can have our own city. You know what I mean? Buy a little city in Puerto Rico and be like, I don't even know what we're gonna call it. Offensivo. Like,
I don't think you can buy a whole city in Puerto Rico.
I kind of want to buy a whole city though. Like, why can't we just buy a whole city now?
And I'm Puerto Rico because you can't. You can't. It just doesn't exist. You can't.
Akon did it.
Huh?
Akon did it.
Yeah, not in the U.S.
Yeah, but I mean, you could buy a city.
Yeah, you can, just not in the U.S.
You can buy a city.
Just not in the U.S. But anyways, speaking about the U.S., the WWE legend Rocky Johnson, father of The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, passed away at 75.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
My condolences to The Rock and his mother and just all their family and all of his fans. People the people who grew up watching him. He was definitely a dope wrestler, and he broke barriers. You know what I'm saying? One of the first black tag team champion. You know what I mean? And he just, on top of helped raise The Rock and brought him into the wrestling. And like the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? So like, the guy is old, was 75. You know what I mean? So like obviously he wasn't like no spring chicken, but at the same time it always, it always hurts to lose somebody that you love, and You know what I mean? Like you never want to want to say bye earlier than you have to. So of course, again, condolences to The Rock, and you know, just try to live up to be just better than your pops. I mean, like that should always be the motive. At least how for me, that's always been mine. Just always try to be a better man. Not that like, yeah, I mean, I'm the greatest people because I'll say that a million times. I'm not a great person, but at least I'm better than my dad. Like, so I could live with that.
And by that you mean biological dad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. They told my shit about that. I was like, damn, what the fuck, bro? But anyways, no, rest in peace to Rock's dad, and wish him the best. So Marshawn Lynch, he drops bombs, knowledge bombs,
Yeah.
knowledge bombs, impossible last press conference.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's Marshawn Lynch. Like he's come a long way from I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
all of his classic press runs that he had back in the days. You know what I mean? To be at that point where he's at now, where his possible last press release, and he uses that opportunity to address the younger guys and really get through to them like what they need to be doing to set themselves up successfully post football. And most guys don't even go through don't even care enough to mentor the youth that comes after them. But for him to like really like lay a blueprint out for them and be like, this is what you need to be doing. That way, once you're done, you're free. Like you don't have to come back to playing football. You'll be financially set.
You do it because you want to. If you come
Yeah.
back, like Marshawn Lynch didn't come back this year just because he was pressed for money. Because I'm sure he probably got paid shit, but he did because he wanted to.
Yeah.
Maybe he was probably bored in the living room. They got the call, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it also sucks too though. Like when you see like those players that like, they just like, oh, let me just come back and get that money, or people that play for too long. You know what I mean? They're just like, nah, let me just get that one more year. You know what I mean? So, like people should never be so so short-minded that they're not, paying attention to their finances, like, to where they have to be doing shit like that. You know what I mean? Because for football, you never know. Like, all it takes is one concussion, one, bad landing, like dude on Friday Night Lights, and all of a sudden you're a cripple. Like, and it just, or worse, you're like Aaron Hernandez, like you all fucked in the head and shit. And, you know what I mean? Out here killing people in the club over spilling the drink on you. I can't imagine that. Like, just like a motherfucker spilling the drink on me and be like, all right, both you niggas gotta die.
That's crazy.
Like, that shit is wild, yo. Like, but that's Aaron Hernandez for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can definitely imagine, taking a bunch of shots in football. Must have done that to him.
Yeah.
And not to say that was the only contributing factor to, his decision making, but definitely I think that influences it, especially like if like you had told me where his frontal lobe had been damaged.
Yeah, like the lady that was doing the research on it, she said that was the first case they've ever seen of someone of that age have that much damage done to the brain. And the area that was damaged or was most damaged was the area of making decisions. So it was like whether you make a good or bad decision. So in his case, it would make him act more impulsive, rash, go from 0 to 100. Both things out of proportion. So it made sense for what the way he was acting. I guess.
Yeah, I seen some stuff on Twitter today that had me laugh. They were like, yeah, but I mean the CTE might explain the craziness, but not why he was getting his ass took. And I was like,
Damn.
come on, niggas, like
People are insensitive.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like that. Oh, I guess since they got nothing else to do, you know what I mean, we speculate and just.
I mean, that's nothing to that. Like people were focusing on even during when the case was going on was, oh, he had a gay lover, gay this, gay that. The last person that saw him before he died was his gay lover that was in jail with him, and I guess that's all they focused on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why that was a point of focus.
I think like maybe because it's so like wild to see like a guy like Aaron Hernandez be gay. Like,
what do you mean, like Aaron Hernandez?
Like, cause when you look at me, like this dude is a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Like this dude was NFL. I don't know forget what his position was, but
I think tight end.
Tight end, yeah. I mean, so, but yeah,
not too tight end. No, I'm just kidding.
But you know what I mean? Like
I'm just like those people. I'm no good myself. I'm sorry. I can't resist.
I mean, I set it up for you. But you know what I mean? Like people, I guess when they look at him, since he's so cold, calculating, such a killer, they just couldn't see him being gay and having a gay lover and getting his booty clapped. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they're assuming he was a bottom, but
yeah, no,
but that's the theory. But anyways, since I don't really care about.
Anyways, yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether he was or wasn't.
I don't even know how we got to this topic because it wasn't even on the list. But, yeah. But I was talking about people, criminals. Odell Beckham just had a arrest warrant issued for the interacting with the police officer. Seems like he was partying after he showed up at the LSU celebration. He was turning it up, and then social media believes he was on cocaine. Started bumping into Karl Malone. Who the fuck that is?
You know who Karl Malone is?
Like the basketball player?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was there at the LSU celebration.
Why was he bumping into him?
Because he was probably on fucking coke. Like the motherfucker was like hip checking them. Like he was just like, blah, and I mean hard as fuck too. Like and there was like a whole bunch of people there, and there's this white girl. Like I guess Karl Malone was talking to this white girl, and then she's like, holy shit, like looking at him like, yo, I can't believe this motherfucker. But he was definitely hip checking the shit out of him, and then he tried to do a little turn around, like a little jump shot, and then Karl Malone did like a fake block, and then I guess after that he went slapped some cop on the ass, and the rest is history.
So what do they call it? It's like assault to offer. What do they call that?
I don't know.
Attempted assault or some shit like that.
He tried to murder me. He pulled out a weapon.
Dang. Let me see this again. I'm so confused. Yo, why isn't Karl Malone even budging? You see that?
Yeah.
He couldn't even move him. Look.
Because the motherfucker is big. Like, it's Karl Malone. That's what I'm saying. He bugging. Like, he was on that stuff.
Yeah, he bugging.
That sugar booger.
White girl. As far as the trouble he gets into, 'cause he's always in trouble, but not like too much trouble.
Yeah.
When Antonio Brown is like fucking off the rails. I think they don't
throwing couches off balconies.
They don't give a
and
fuck
shit.
about shit.